Good morning, my wonderful, wonderful people. I hope all your mamas got nice good sleep today because I sure didn't. My stomach was cramping and I don't know what was going on there. But we are starting another weekly vlog. I like this because it keeps me motivated to read. Last one I went pretty good. I had a majority of my reading done on the weekend, as you usually do if I don't have any work. This week I want to see how I've managed, but I am really excited to read my first book for the week. It is a Kinhdom, This Cursed and Empty. It's a book 2, continuation from Lorian and our beautiful Priska. I'm 70 pages in and we've already got an extra POV from one of the other characters, which I think is actually pretty cool. And we've been introduced to another badass character in here as well. And times like this, I really wish there were pictures in these books. Just like that picture in the first book, picture of our two main characters at the beginning. I really miss those pages where you read the page and the picture kind of complements it, and I just wish they brought that back, especially in fantasies, because that would be so handy. Or like if there's an action scene and at least like a quarter of a page to have picture in there. We started this morning. We are 70 pages down, which is not too bad, and yeah, I read for about an hour. And I feel like for this one, I don't know if it's because my stomach hurts, but I'm reading this a little bit slower, and it's giving me the vibe of the Played Prisoner series. It's really, especially with a new character POV, I'm like, oh yeah, it's giving me that vibe. But all I want to do is literally sit. And I was telling my kids, I'm like, I just want to dive in there. And they're like, no, you don't. I'm like, it's true. I'm probably going to be such a soak. I'm going to be like, nah, don't take me, leave me. Like, this is too hard. I'm probably going to be like, I just want peace. Get me all, just get along. Like, that's probably going to be me. I'm going to get on with my day. And let's see how long it takes me to read this book. We get to sit on the couch and have a little reading time. I finished work and I went to get some fruit and veg. I made myself some lunch. It's just cooling down now because I just do not like very hot food. And then we're going to do a little read. I'm going to try not to fall asleep because I'm actually really, really tired. I had really bad night's sleep. So I'm going to try my best and smash through maybe 100 pages at least. And then I'm going to go back to work. You guys, I am so captivated by this story. We are on chapter 7. Chapter 5 was crazy. 5 and 6, and like, yeah, that was crazy. So much action. I was like, oh, I would wake right up. But dang, Priska, poor girl, finding out that all these people around her just keep lying to her and lying and lying. So now when the truth being told, she doesn't believe nobody. She gonna need some real therapy after this when she settles down. Poor girl. Poor girl. I am back. And guess what? I am wearing an hoodie. I live somewhere where the weather literally has a mind of its own. Yesterday, it was 34 degrees and it was so hot, sweating. We needed to put aircon on. Like, it was just so dry, hot. Today, the wind is cool. It was about 23, 24 during the day. Then it hit 26 at about 4 p.m. And at around 6 p.m., it dropped down to about 19 now. And I had a shower and I had to put my hoodie on because What is going on? Done ranting about the weather. It's been a whole minute. And I managed to have a little read, some more. And I ended up on page 150 exactly, actually. We are on chapter 9. And I still very much enjoy it. I love how it just sucks me in. It's not one of those worlds that I would love to live in, but I would read about it. I feel like there should be some characters that should not be trusted. I think there's someone on the inside who's reporting to the royals. I don't know, but I have a feeling like they're all too friendly. They're all too forgiving, considering there's a war going on right now. So let's see. I'm going to try and see if I can read an extra 50 pages. Make it to 200. And that would be good. I'm trying to aim for at least 100 pages a day. But we'll see. Okay. Hello lovelies, I'm at work, I'm on my lunch break and we're reading the Kinhdom that's cruel and cursed and empty. We are currently at page 323, chapter 17. That's where we finished it off this morning. I am gonna read for about 20 minutes and then I have to get back to work. So far, I'm still enjoying it. It's, like I said, it's giving me the vibe of Plated Prisoner series, because there's one book where all they did was traveling in a carriage. This is the book where all they do is they're camping out, right? There's a camp and there's so many more characters that came in the last 100 pages. And I was like, okay, and every time their names are mentioned, I'm like, okay, so that's that one, that's this one, this is that one. And I'm trying not to give out too much, but there's more characters introduced, the plot thickens, and I'm really enjoying the ride. It's just one of those things where you just think there's something else that's gonna come out of the bushes, like something else is gonna, because you're like, my God, you people got problems, you got trust issues, you've got so much history of trauma and current events is like, we live in a different world now, so come on, you can get along. And then I don't know how to explain it, but the two main characters, Lorian and Priska, are just kind of a little bit getting on my nerves, because they're like, it's like tug war. It's like yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And it's like, just talk, sit down, talk, make up your mind. Is it a yes or is it a no? And go with that. You know, if it's a no, then build off from that. If it's a yes, then build off from that. But just decide, because I finished it this morning, and it was a ride. I loved it. I love this series. I can't believe I've waited so long to read this. Even though, shout out to Amy Rosam, who was talking about this series, and she enjoyed it quite a lot, and I really liked her vibe, so I was like, you know what, let's give it a go. And the first book captivated me. The second book is so good. And I can't even say which one's better, because I did give this one 4.5 star because it did get a little bit draggy at some point. But it's like, it's not too long. It's more like if you actually pay attention to the slow parts, like the banter and the information, the little crumbs of information she gives us for the future, you kind of start putting them together and you're like, maybe that's what that is. I am gonna go straight into book 3 because I got to know, and I am not a patient person, so I cannot wait. So I'm gonna go straight into book 3. I'm sorry, I was gonna pick something else and I was like, I don't think I can wait. Well, it's fresh in my mind. I need to know, because the way it ended, it was like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? What's gonna happen? Is there betrayal coming in? And I thought I had all 4 books. No, I only have 3. So I don't have a 4th book, and I'm like, I swear I had a 4th book. But I don't. Maybe it's somewhere else. I don't know. I thought I had 4, but maybe I thought it was just a 3-book series. Anyways, don't have the 4th book. If I don't have it now, we will be ordering it. We will be ordering it today, or I might download it on Kindle. What? You need to make up your mind. You need to wake up. Oh my God. I wish I could talk to someone about this series, because none of my friends who would read this. So I'm only feeding off the energy of YouTube right now. And I'm like so anxious to start book 3. I'm so excited for tonight. I'm going to take an everything shower. I'm going to wash my hair. I'm going to shave. I'm going to moisturize. I'm going to paint my nails. And then I'm going to sit down with my candle and my tea and read book 3. Yeah.
Y'all, I'm sorry if this is not interesting to you, but I had to go into book 3. We are at book 3. I literally just lay down and I'm at chapter 4 already. So many names, so many different characters. So I'm actually really glad that I'm reading this straight away, because I don't think I would have remembered what on earth am I reading about. So I'm just laying here munching my blueberries and reading my book. Hey guys, I was about to go to bed and I was reading my book, and at page 300 there was a prediction for the future, and I was like, oh no. Kind of had a feeling, but I'm like, what are they gonna do now? What are they gonna do now about this prediction? So I went online and I'm like, I need to buy book 4. I have like 200 and something pages left of this book. I need to know. And guess what? Within 2 days, when I saw book 4, I had to go to the city, which is a 2-hour drive. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm going to go tonight. I'm going to buy it and let it be shipped over to me. Big W have it now. Big W have it. And I'm so excited. And I'm going there and I'm buying book 4 and I'm reading book 4. This series has me hooked. How am I still up reading this? I don't know, because it's not like me. I am very tired, but my brain is not switching off. And instead of overthinking, I'm reading instead. So at least I'm not getting an anxiety attack from overthinking. That prediction better be lying to me, because something ain't right. No. What just happened? What just happened? Okay. Whoever said book 3 is draggy, hell no. I am fuming. I am fuming and I am sad. And you know what the last half of this book gave me? You know what it gave me? Bone and Shadow series by Lee Bardugo. My God. I'm getting book 4. I'm getting book 4. I need to go get book 4. I am not waiting anymore. Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, first of all, there was multiple POVs. And I like that they put that in book 3, because if all these people were in book 1 and 2, I'd be like, this is too much. So book 1, there's 2 POVs. Book 2, I think there's 3 or 4 POVs. And then now is like all different. All these characters, at some point I did get confused who's who. But then I'm like, oh, okay, like slow down, remember the name. And I'm like, okay, yep. Like everybody had different plan and different in how they interconnect at the end. And there was prophecies, and you gotta be like, the prophecies come true or not? You know, the romance, the love, a little bit of smart in there too, which I kind of skimmed through. That one wasn't really that interesting. The ending. I wish I could just pick up book 4 right now. I'm like, there's no way. There is no, we can't. You can't. No, I refuse. No. Hi guys, I'm chilling in my daughter's room because I just want the cozy. Do you guys ever chill in your kids' room because it's so cozy and comforting? I don't know. Her room is just has such a good vibe, and I like chilling in here, and I miss her. Book 4. I don't even know if I told you I started reading book 4. Anyways, yes, book 4. We're in book 4. I decided to read book 4. It looks like this whole vlog is gonna be about me reading this series. I have just under 200 pages left. This one's a little bit slower. It is a little bit slower than the rest of the books. And at some point I was like, do I put it down and read something else? But then I'm like, just because it's a bit of a slow burn at the moment, they're still setting up for something huge. Then something kind of big happened, and it picked up at about 350 pages in, and then I got invested again. It kind of slowed down again, but at the same time, each character is setting up a plot for the end of the book, because they're setting up for war. I did love the part where people kind of kneeled down and called her Your Majesty, and I'm not gonna say who and what, but that scene was awesome. I actually kind of dog-eared it at the bottom as well, right there, because I'm like, I looked back and I was like, ooh, that gave me the chills on page 373, and I was like, ooh, that I can just imagine that. That's really cool. So we picked up a little bit of reading. Our characters kind of split up into groups, and sometimes if I lose focus, it's a little bit kind of hard for me to follow what is each person doing. And because they're in groups, I'm kind of like, where are they now? Because they're traveling. It can get a little bit confusing at some points, but generally speaking, it's not too bad. I am kind of ready to just feel like to finish this and move on to the next set. but I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna try and finish this today. I want to start something fresh tomorrow. Hi friends, I thought I'll hop in here and do a quick video while my kids are playing. A quick review. I finished this. It took me about 3.5 days to finish this book. It's a little bit longer than the others, and to be honest, it's a little bit slower. I am going to give this 3.5 stars just because there was just a lot of kind of slow burn energy going on for the first 70% of the book. After 70%, it picked up a little bit more. I do like the ending, but I wish there was a little bit more of a dramatic finish to such an awesome series. I like how things kind of fell into place. I did think that one of the characters is gonna die, and it didn't happen. And I was like, oh man, that would have been so epic if that character actually died. I think that there's gonna be a continuation to the series because the way it ended, I feel like we're gonna get a story from one of the other characters, I think. And I kind of knew that already in book 3. So I am really hoping that I'm gonna get this universe back again because it was so good and it was so interesting. I did like the little graphic swords in here as well. There was a nice touch to the book, so either at the top or at the bottom. And this series, overall, all 3. No. So all 4 books we have finished. So in this vlog, I read 3 books, I believe, in the week, along with the other one. And I know this came up to literally just this universe, but this is a great example that once you start reading these, you cannot put them down. And they're such an easy read. And because it was so good, it kind of put me a bit of in a book slump. So I've tried 3 different books to read to get me out of this, and it's not hitting the same. Nothing's hitting the same, and it's super annoying because I'm actually really want to go back here, and I hope she does write us continuation from another character. Otherwise, that's it. Thanks for joining me for this week of reading. And if you have any suggestions, if you did read this, can you please let me know what else can I read that can actually help me dive deep into this similar universe, or can I give me the same feeling? That would be awesome because I'm stuck. All right, thank you.